okay, I'm okay.
God,
God damn.
she bounced.
Because you could hear me. He was like, "You bounced, didn't you?" Because he said he could hear the bounce.
Yo,
The
it's,
fuck?
it's the fact. It's the fact that he's
There's
listening for the bounce. Like we gonna have to talk. Chaos and I gonna have a
Boom, boom.
conversation. Like
Mhm.
you listening for the bounce. Like why are you
Well,
listening for
it
the bounce,
happens
sir?
so much.
The
It
bounce,
happens
the
a
fuck,
lot.
sir,
It happened.
sir.
It happened
Yeah,
so much to the
it
point
just
where
sounds like two things fall.
the fuck.
The fuck?
When I tell y'all I have a no call, no show leg, I'm not joking.
You
I
really
can
do
literally
have a
be
no-
walking and it goes. That's why I don't leave the house by myself.
Shit. But bounce? No. No.
I don't know why, but I
I'd have to put
bounce.
training wheels on your ass. There's no
It
fucking.
gives
I'm
it
not
gives
hanging around for that.
it,
Like
it
you fall
gives
down, I gotta.
it gives new meaning to bounce when she walk.
Li-
Bounce.
No, but that song's supposed to be sexy. Your ass over here talking about, nah, I bounced
You
for
know,
nothing. You know, I was just chilling. I wasn't doing anything today anyway.
the bounce
Falling
because
on
I'm
the fucking
chilling.
floor and-
Bounce because I'm
She
chilling.
got
Bounce.
back problems
Jesus
too, so
Christ, man.
you gotta lean.
God damn.
And Gambit, I almost flew away with the wind again today.
Why do you
So
tempt
the answer, my friend,
why do you
is
tempt the
blowing
wind?
in the wind.
Like the wind doesn't like you. It has made it abundantly clear that you are not its favorite thing. Please
Well,
stop
see,
fucking
here's
with
the
the
thing.
wind.
Here's the thing. I did deserve it today, okay? Because I was a thorn in my daddy's side. First of all, I went to church with the intention to behave. But when he looked at me midway through Sunday school and got on the mic and was like, "You being
I like how you
he said,
phrase
you
that.
being too
Yeah.
yeah." He said, "You being too quiet." He was like, "Every 10 minutes, I need you to make a sound or something so we know that you are where you supposed to be and you acting right." So at that point, I was like, game on. So after Sunday school, my step granny said that she was gonna give him a whooping. So I said, "Okay, is this happening between services, during service, after service?" And she's like, "I'm gonna get him after church." Okay, I said, "So for $15.99, y'all can get tickets for me to watch my daddy get a whooping." Evidently, that is not what you're supposed to do in church.
Lord.
Lord
Then my
Jeebus.
daddy was preaching, and he was like, "Y'all can't just keep for the rest of your life saying you get it from your parents." Well, who did I get it from? Because I'm still trying to figure out who left y'all alone with us. And he looked at me. He's like, "Go in the office. I don't want to." It
Girl,
got so
go
bad.
Yeah.
He
yo.
lives down the
I'm
street around the corner
grown.
from the church. He left the church to go get the paddle. Yes, the paddle he used to use when we were younger. And everybody at the church was like, "You in trouble now." I made
You
a
done
video
done
and
it.
then I left. I
That'll
left.
do it. That'll do it. Fucking what the
Oh,
hell?
that'll do it.
That'll do it.
That'll do it.
Whoop.
And the whole time I'm texting Chaos, and he's like, "Why are you like this?"
Calls no show leg and shit.
Said no call, no show leg.
No call, no show leg, and still
Oh,
out here
and
fucking
mind
up.
you,
All
in
right.
Sunday school, I'm making a cup of coffee, and not in the way that you think. No, I didn't go in the kitchen like pour a cup of coffee, and I'm sitting there like putting cream and sugar. No, I have a portable kettle. I was making a cup of coffee in Sunday school.
I'm sorry. You say you had a portable kettle?
She
Yes.
had a portable kettle. Man, she said she had a portable kettle, man.
Yes.
Man,
Yeah. I actually have two. I have one that's collapsible, then one
there's something
that
absolutely wrong
is digital.
right now with you. Like I
I-
need you to understand that shit.
I guess
A portable kettle.
I have a lot of things.
Also,
I
I also have an automatic umbrella that pops up and retracts
Stop,
and has a
stop.
flashlight on it.
Stop.
now
It's
I could
digital. It tells me the
I could
exact
see-
Rocking this
temperature.
fucking
no, look,
house.
I could understand carrying the umbrella with you. You know, it's a smaller umbrella. I get that. I
It's not
understand that.
smaller.
What?
I guess the main thing I'm just kind of wondering is why, because I have a lot of just thoughts going in my head. Because I mean,
Yeah.
twin
I-
to twin, twin
I
to
got
twin, twin to twin. All right. Why the collapsible coffee
Okay,
coffee
the
thing?
collapsible kettle.
Okay.
I can like make ramen directly in it, and then I can clean it out, collapse it wet. But I also
Okay.
have my own power
You're not-
source.
you're
So I
not-
have to put a plug in there.
You're
Okay.
Not making the, you are not. You
Okay.
are not arguing
All
the
right.
point very well. You're not. I'm
Well,
telling you
here's
right
the thing.
now, If I
Thomas.
was a judge, I'd be like, "Do you want to take a fucking recess right now? Because
Well,
you are not arguing your point very well, ma'am."
here's the
fuck?
thing.
I disagree, Taz.
may-
I think you're doing fine.
Honestly, I think it's like this. Okay. Now that you have shown me the actual, some of the features of it, and I
I
could,
don't know.
I
what
could
the
kind of
point
see the
was, but
benefits
I
of
think
it.
you're doing fine.
I understand. Okay, I get it.
I don't.
When you're
Well,
traveling
here's the
up and
thing.
down the highways and byways, as much as I am, I don't want to have to keep eating like cold sandwiches and salads. And do I make full on ramen on the road? Yes. There was an Asian couple that told me that I out Asianed them once while I was making my ramen.
And they would not be out Asian again. Goddamn it.
Yeah, because they asked me for the full list of where I
They
got
will not be out
everything
Asian
from.
again.
No,
Goddamn
you
it.
see,
'Cause
here's the
have,
thing.
like,
I saw.
I have individual containers for like my, different fixings for my like I got the whole thing.
Let's see. I saw this video once.
And this is in the same purse.
Let's see. Here's the thing. I saw
Yeah,
this
so
YouTube video.
Yes.
Once where this chef, a professional chef now, was
And she wondered
That
why
was
she got
challenged.
back problems.
was challenged
Out
on
here
making a
carrying
meal
cold-
using a coffee pot.
Oh,
And-
fucking what?
Yeah, this professional chef, she was challenged on making a full course meal using only a coffee pot. And god damn it if she didn't do it.
And see, my kettle, like the collapsible kettle, it has on there different settings for different things. Like it's meant to be cooked in. Like you can boil, like there's a boiled egg setting, there's a pasta
Mhm.
setting. Like
To anybody that is watching this show or listening to it, if you hand me some food you made in a kettle or some coffee that you made in the same kettle you made ramen noodles in,
no,
I-
they're two
I'm
different
gonna-
kettles.
I
You
will
don't
be
know
John
me
Wayne
by
Listen,
now.
man.
You don't know me by now.
I will.
We
I
don't
will
make
Thomas?
the same.
fucking face.
Thomas.
I have a
Wear it.
different
Thomas.
cup for every
Thomas.
cup. Okay?
Thomas.
Coffee.
That's
I'm gonna put
wild.
it Thomas, I'm gonna put it to you like
She
this.
She
Wow,
said,
man.
Which
"How
would you
dare
rather
you,
have?
sir?"
Tell me honestly. Tell me
It's not
honestly.
the same one.
Honestly, Thomas, look at me. Look at me.
Yes.
Look at me.
I'm looking at you.
Which would you
looking-
honestly rather have?
No.
Which would you
Okay.
rather have? Ramen made from a coffee kettle, or a mixed drink from a toilet? Which would you rather have?
What if it's this?
Yo, that escalated quickly. That
I mean, they make
escalated
it-
quickly, sir.
Okay.
Hey,
hold
when
on.
you-
That went
hey.
from 0 to. Are you fucking with me right now? That's.
Okay,
you,
hold on.
You have
Thomas,
the
here's the thing.
autobahn of. Are you
This-
fucking with me right now?
Whoa.
Thomas, this is the ramen kettle. Okay.
Do you have mace in that damn purse? I would feel
Yes.
you need some mace and all that shit in the purse. Like,
I have
What
mace.
the mace?
And I have mace and a taser. But see, it pops out like this.
Wow.
Yeah, mace and a
this is
taser.
for
Yes.
ramen. This is for ramen. This is for coffee. Both digital. Okay, so I know the exact temperature, so I make sure that it's completely cooked. And they have timers on them.
Listen.
Okay.
This is rich people problems that I
All right.
do not have, and listen.
No.
And see, like I said, it's
can't.
collapsible.
I can't. I just simply can't. I don't know.
Well,
I
see,
can't.
that's what, travel and
and
survivalists.
I have a cute little bag to put it in. That, of course, is
Yo,
good.
See.
Travelers and survivalists, dude.
this is exactly why I drive a truck. Why I drive a truck.
And
Everything I need in that truck is in the motherfucking truck. If I want to
Oh,
hit somebody
yes.
in the head with
And
an
it's
axe handle, I got an
attached-
axe handle.
yeah,
in
but
the
attached to
sleep,
that
I
purse
sleep in the back of the truck. I do
is
all
the
shit
mace.
in the truck.
Angry.
the mace is pink.
Well, see, and that's
there ain't
And
no
the taser.
survivalist about this.
And
Oh,
then because I
no,
don't
there
like,
is.
I
Nothing
don't, okay.
survivalist is going
In
on
the
here.
event that there's nobody there to open the
Well,
door
see,
for
We're
me,
not the
I have-
way.
making-
I have
So
this-
listen,
We're not
But
making a
I have this
fire
handy-
with matchsticks
I have this
or
handy-
anything.
say, look,
Tool
not well.
where
Listen,
I
man.
don't have to touch the ATM and I can open doors with it, so I don't get my hands.
Oh,
dirty.
yeah, I got the
Start
same
this
thing.
Goddamn shit. I'm gonna start.
I have the
I'ma
same
start this
thing.
damn show.
I have the exact
I'm
same
hoping
thing.
we can
Yeah,
connect. There we go.
And
All
I
right.
got little pearls, so it can go around my wrist.
I'm starting
yeah.
the show.
I got the same little bronze key thing. The copper key. Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
y'all,
It comes in
Again.
handy.
hey,
yeah.
start the show. Hey,
Because I don't.
listen, MacGyver's 2 and 3. Can we start the show? Ladies and gentlemen, it's Sunday evening, and it's the weekend.
Don't get mad 'cause
after
we
an
resourceful.
Election an election. So you know what that means. It is Sunday night. It is 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's time for the Villains
number one?
View on GCPR and streaming exclusively on YouTube and on Facebook. And I guess we'll get to TikTok when TikTok gets to TikTok. I don't
Oh.
really care about it.
I forgot about going live on TikTok. That's my bad, y'all.
No, don't worry about it. My name is Thomas Bishop. I am known as the Villain. I am here with my regular co-hosts. To my immediate left is the black woman MacGyver. I didn't realize we were here with MacGyver. This shit shocked the fuck out of me. She is the host of the Taz Effect every weekday. Get your news and your information from her. She's coming to GCPR very soon. She's the one that sells the records. We just get to pip behind her. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Taz. Say hello to the people, please.
Actually, an hour ago, I called y'all the Three Musketeers.
I'm D'Artagnan. Good fuck.
I kind of figured you were
You
going
got the
to say
coolest
that.
name. I'm D'Artagnan, goddamn. What's your name, D'Artagnan? Y'all get to be the other two. What's that man named? D'Artagnan. Why he called that? Because he Dark Canyon. That's going to be my name.
Say Dark Tanya, really?
D'Artagnan swole meat.
Yes, there was, ladies and gentlemen, there was a swole meet during the Three Musketeers. They just wouldn't let him in because, you know, he's swole meat. But anyway, to my bottom right is the host of so much shit on this radio station. He needs a salary, and I'm looking for a sugar daddy. He is the host of the Help Desk. He is the host of Rules of Nerdquisition. He is the host of, what is it, Porch?
The Porch of No Judgment.
Porch of No Judgment. He is the host
That's
of
full of
Superflex
judgment.
Party.
Hey, we don't judge each other. We judge everybody else.
Yeah, we judge everybody else. He is the right hand to my left hand. He is the angriest IT nerd on the East Coast. Ladies and gentlemen, I call him my brother. You will call him the angry IT nerd. Say hello to the people, please.
Hello to the people, please. How's everybody doing tonight? Everybody doing good? Everybody feeling good? You doing good? Everybody, you know, did you drink the water? You take your vitamins, you do your exercising, you know, you stretch. You know, did you get enough rest?
Some people did.
Did you?
And
Let me know.
And finally, to my bottom left is the cuddliest teddy bear on this damn show. He is the co-host of Rules of Nerdquisition. He is also the voice of the choice of the people. I call him Nate, my big little brother. You will call him the General Gambit. Say hello to the people, please.
No matter who wins the argument, everyone's protected with Struggle Love condoms. Hello, everyone.
I swear we got to record these Struggle Love jingles. Like, we have to. Like, it has to be a permanent reel when we move this shit over to a server. People need to hear this during the show.
I've been trying to like compile them into like a greatest hits,
Dog.
and it's hard. It's hard to keep up with them sometimes.
All you gotta do is record them. Just record them in front. Listen, record them in front of a camera, and I'll put some shit in the back. Struggle Love. Like, I got you. Just you record the motherfuckers. I'll handle this shit. So Snap
Bunny was talking about doing it too. Bunny was talking about helping me out with that.
But see,
so.
Bunny's Struggle of condom commercials always go to the dark side. Like
Plus,
Bunny's
we
Struggle
got,
of condom commercials come with waterboarding.
She's
come with waterboarding. God damn it! I ain't playing with y'all.
She had the. She came up with the smelly snatch scrub one.
See,
and that was
taxi
what,
to the dark side.
Honestly, that's
she just came up with that whole thing, and then I came up with all the one line or the two liners, and
yeah.
So
I gotta say,
that's why, like, whenever you said it the other day, I was like, "Oh my god, I have a chance to sneak this in." Where is she? She's not in the chat.
That's what
God
I'm saying.
damn.
Oh, Bunny's here
She's
somewhere.
In the YouTube chat. She's in the YouTube chat.
Bunny's in
No,
the
she
YouTube
wasn't.
chat.
Hold on, Xavier. Welcome to the show, bro.
She wasn't at the time.
Yeah, she was. She been there.
Yeah, she's here. Bunny's here
No,
somewhere.
she wasn't
She's.
at the time. Whenever I did
when
it
he
the
did-
other
when
day.
he
Oh, well, that
Yeah,
time.
Whenever
Oh,
I
okay,
did
okay.
The other day, because it was like later in the episode. She was at the beginning of the episode, but she wasn't later in the episode.
Yep.
Ah.
All right. So ladies and gentlemen, we got the news.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's for all of you educated, non-educated nerds that don't read or listen or watch the news. Don't worry, we got you covered here with Taz Covers the News. Go ahead, Miss Taz.
And breaking news as of 57 minutes ago, Senate reaches deal on ending the shutdown.
God, the Democrats caved.
Of course they
Senators
did.
have reached a deal to end the government shutdown. The broad framework for agreement, which was negotiated in part by Senators Angus King, Jeanne Shaheen, and Maggie Hassan, as well as GOP senators, has more than enough members of the Senate Democratic Caucus to advance, according to two people granted anonymity to disclose the terms. The deal, said one of the people, was brokered between the Democratic negotiators, Senate Majority Leader John Thune, and the White House. Members of the Appropriations Committee were also closely involved and helped negotiate the terms. As part of the deal, Democratic negotiators agreed to ensure at least 8 members from their caucus would vote yes on procedural motions to advance the government funding package. That would provide certainty that the 60-vote procedural threshold is consistently met up until final passage, where only a simple majority is required. The Senate is poised to vote later Sunday night to advance the House-passed stopgap, which will later become the vehicle for larger funding deal. It still needs to pass the House before the government can be reopened. And here's the thing. Thune has been pushing for the Republicans to get it together. He's sick of their shit.
Yes.
He essentially told them.
No, because Thune is a smart person. Fucking Mike Johnson over there just can't get off his grinder app. Oh, man, the Democrats did it. It's not Thune. I can't get mad at Thune. John Thune has been like, we can't do something. And Mike Johnson's like, nope, I'm going to go back and check porn. Like, it ain't Thune.
Why haven't they nuked the filibuster?
Oh, because again, if they nuke it now, say they get rid of it, come 2026, they're expecting an ass whooping. And if the Democrats get a hold of some shit, like if they get control of the House and the Senate, that nuked filibuster will come back and bite them in the balls because it will be used on them. I hope we have a better fucking Senate Majority Leader than goddamn Chuck Schumer's ass. But if they nuke it now, come 2026 and 2027, that nuking now becomes it's a part of law. Oh, we have more than 60 votes. Fuck y'all. No filibuster, bitch, and they will fucking pass it with a simple majority.
Yep.
And JD Vance's power in the Senate won't mean shit, especially if they got the overwhelming fucking numbers. So
now this week has been an interesting week for FBI Director Kashyap Patel, and yes, that is his name. Kashyap translates to turtle,
aka Timu Sammy Davis Jr.
Yeah, I have. Some
Don't disrespect Sammy.
So earlier this week, his girlfriend decided to.
Sammy was a Republican too.
Yeah, his girlfriend decided to file a defamation lawsuit against someone who ran and failed to be elected for a Senate seat out of Utah. And now, after FBI fires official for revealing Director Kash Patel's use of private jet to see girlfriend's concert, turmoil in agency leadership grows. Oh, did I mention that the girlfriend's a country music singer?
Hold up. Wait. Fucking wait. They fired the person that told us that Kash Patel was using the private jet to go see his talentless goddamn girlfriend sing the national fucking anthem. And they fired the motherfucker that said that?
Firing everybody who has the dirt. Like, they do not know. You're supposed to keep these people and keep them quiet.
You keep them on the roster and you pay them enough money to shut the fuck up. Obviously, none of these people have ever been to a $10 house. You don't fire them, because when you fire them, guess what they get to do? Oh, I ain't got no job now. Watch this. Here's a book, Kash Patel Pays for Pussy, by anonymous FBI guy. The fuck? You don't everything that this goddamn government does, everything that the Trump administration does is the worst.
Not to mention suing for.
Well, she's suing for defamation because the failed politician out of Utah insinuated, and I looked up the social media post. It's like coming off in a joking way because a lot of people are accusing Erica Kirk of being a honeypot. So he was joking like, you know, she's pretty cute. Like, is she a honeypot? Is that why she's with Kash Patel? Like that. She's taking it as if he's affecting her record sales by claiming she's a honeypot.
Oh, so instead of her album going quadruple balsa wood, it would only go triple use birth control pack. You're not gonna sell no fuck.
It go from Micah.
Read the fucking news, read the goddamn news, because I'm already there. I'm already the fuck there. These motherfuckers would be horrible at selling drugs. These would be the worst motherfuckers ever to sell dope in the history of dope, because they do one sale, you fire them, and then they're gonna go tell the goddamn police, but I ain't making no money. Ain't nobody gonna make no money. The fuck it.
Now, here's the last one, and this one is a segue intentionally into a topic that Thomas wants to talk tonight. And for those wondering, yes, we were supposed to have a guest. The guest decided not to show up.
It was him again, wasn't it? It was him. Never mind. We'll talk offline. Hey, none of y'all get a chance to know how we make the sausage here at the Villains Beat. If they ain't here, they ain't here. We go off. They are here, then goddamn it, we gotta get. Yeah.
But I'm getting a lot of notifications of people DMing me, like, did I get the date wrong? So I'm just saying it because I'm not going to be able to respond to all of y'all tonight. Because I'm just not going to.
But we do have a good guest coming up.
Yeah, we do have a good guest coming up.
Yes, I'm absolutely
and we're
excited.
Working out what date works best for them right now. But here we go. Trump administration demands states undo full SNAP payouts as states warn of catastrophic impact. President Donald Trump's administration is demanding states undo full SNAP benefits paid out under judges' orders last week, now that the U.S. Supreme Court has stayed those rulings, marking the latest swing in a seesaw legal battle over the anti-hunger program used by 42 million Americans. Now, before we get into this, let me get some housekeeping underway, because a lot of people don't understand the judicial system, and you're getting mad at the wrong people. One, I need y'all to ease up off of Ketanji Brown Jackson. She is not siding with Trump. This is procedural. The Trump administration knows that they're under appeal, and even though, in all technicality, you can push something to the Supreme Court, the Supreme Court cannot rule until there's an official final ruling from the lower courts. There's a written decision, and it comes to them, because they don't take testimony. They need the court documents and the rulings in writing in order to move forward, number one. Number two, as of this weekend, the USDA sent out letters to these states saying this. This is not conjecture. This is not somebody exaggerating or anything like that. He is doing this. Also, in the court documents, I'm going to make this very layman's terms for you all. In the court documents, the Trump administration, aka the Department of Justice, stated plainly that, hey, you cannot feed these people because we need them to starve for political power leverage. There you go.
That was said in front of judges and witnesses with ears and eyes. That was said. That was actually said. And thank you for the segue, because that's exactly what I was getting ready to talk about. Okay, so I know our show is a staple of some of you Sunday nights. We also know that we have viewers and watchers from all over the place. So I'm going to ask all of you very poor, working class people in places like West Virginia and shit, right? I'm going to ask you a serious question. Are you fucking happy now? If you are a person that depends on government assistance, whether it's SNAP, EBT, TANF, WIC, Section 8, whether you depend on Medicaid, Medicare, Meals on Wheels, whatever it is, I'm literally asking you, are you fucking happy now? We tried to tell you this motherfucker wasn't shit. We tried to warn you that this motherfucker wasn't shit. We even explained to you that this motherfucker wasn't shit. And that he told you he ain't shit. and y'all walked into a voting booth on November 5th of 2024 and put that motherfucker back in the White House. Well, now his own lawyers are saying we need these people to starve to continue to have leverage over them. Are you happy? Are you happy? And I'm gonna open the floor because this is the most. I wanted to talk about the election, I really did, but this shit with the SNAP benefits has got to be the most disgusting fucking shit I've seen out of a government that wasn't ran by the Khmer Rouge in my entire fucking life. This is nasty work. So how do y'all feel about it?
Well, I mean, it still ties into the election because right now we got Michigan for the first time in United States history completely run top to bottom by women. And they're rolling out free daycare, free all of these things to show you that it's sustainable. But I also want to put this nugget in there just so people have a full picture of the context. A lot of people are very confused as to where Trump is getting his plans for the economy and why he needs this power, and also why he's trying to slap his name, his legacy on everything federal. As much as he hates Black and brown people, he is poorly misinterpreting the economic plan of the Saudis. MBS's plans of basically turning the government into a big investment banker is what he's trying to do. And with all these tariffs, and when he's talking about these companies coming in and he's getting the tech bros to invest, keep in mind they're investing taxpayer money. And what do I mean? They've been offered government contracts and government bailouts, and they're just returning that money. It's money laundering at this point. That's what he's trying to do, but he's not smart, and he's not sitting at the table asking these people, how are you doing this? So this is why he wants to use the poor, the destitute, the panicked as leverage, because when you do that, it can go into, and I need people to realize this little history nugget, it can turn back into another Hershey, Pennsylvania, and things like that, company towns. And do not forget also that Elon Musk in Texas is trying to implement another company town where you're not actually physically getting paid. You just get like this faux debit card that's only able to be used in your town. So you can never quit this job because you can't save up money and you go get a loaf of bread and you go that essentially you are forever indebted to the company. So you can't leave. Your children can't leave. All the schools are geared towards teaching people how to work for that company. And this is why elections are imperative. And what happened this election cycle, you cannot look at this and go, see, I told y'all everybody else got it, and think that it's enough. Your vote does have weight. And I need people to stop going, well, it's the Electoral College that picks it. It's the Electoral College based upon the popular vote. And each state determines how they divide up their electoral votes. Look into how your state does it. And if you don't like it, lobby to get it. This is why I say protesting is great, but we get change by combining protesting, lobbying, and litigation. As much as y'all love to talk about the Montgomery bus boycott, it didn't do anything but make some people notable to us. What brought upon the change was the lawsuit that made it up to SCOTUS. So if you don't want people to starve, yes, help people, but don't be so boisterous about it, because they're going to start taking your clips going, see, we don't need this program. It can be permanently cut because the people will take care of the people. Number one. Number two, make sure you get out and vote. And when you vote, don't stop being vocal. Stop showing up every 4 years. There tends to be some type of an election every year. Vote from the school board up.
Because somebody else in the comment section, GA5524 said, non-voters played a key role too. My disgust with non-voters is so encompassing that if I were you, I wouldn't say shit to me. I really wouldn't, because you couldn't do one fucking thing. The one fucking thing you were supposed to do. Okay? It's not the flag. It's not the bald eagle. It's not the goddamn chicken and all that other. It is the fucking people. You cannot tell me they don't do anything for you if you don't do the one fucking thing that shows them you mean business. Yes, protests are fantastic. Riots can turn into, if you ain't protesting right, motherfucker, you can get, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But vote. What the fuck is wrong? How is it that, again, this is the hindsight of being in my 50s. I've seen all of this shit. I remember Reagan. Okay? I remember Reagan. I remember how my father greeted me to politics, taking all the goddamn food off the table and leaving nothing but rice-a-roni sitting in the middle of the motherfucker because Ronald Reagan had just got elected. I will never forget that. As long as I stay black, I will never forget that. But that brought me into this idea of this shit matters, people. This shit matters. You're talking about going into the holidays. People can't already fly. Let's just get that out the way. With the government shut down, there's no fucking air traffic controllers. And with no air traffic controllers, you can't fucking fly. So right there is one part. The other part is your neighbors who may not be doing as well as you are, needing government assistance, which, quite frankly, why the fuck not? Why is it that only in America do we criticize people who need our government's help when we give our money to our government every fucking year and get what out of it? What the fuck do we even get? Why would you give up the power to tell your government, your employees, hey, I didn't like that shit. Do it again and I'll get rid of you.
And here's the thing. Let's change our verbiage, because a lot of the verbiage we use that we've been taught is misleading. Let's stop calling it government assistance, because all of these programs essentially work as a savings account for you. You put into it, and when you need it, you go take it out. How would you feel if somebody shamed you for going on a Fifth Third, U.S. Bank, Chase Bank to go take money out of your savings account because things get tight? This is the problem that a lot of Americans have. I told y'all the thing that is going to kill America, never mind humanity, America, the thing that is going to kill America is apathy. It is apathy. If you cannot take this shit seriously, we're going to lose it. I think we already have. Yeah, exactly. I think if my money that I pay in the government goes to feed a hungry mom or a hungry family, I'm okay with that. What I'm not okay with is my money going to buy more bombs to blow up people in a place I'm not at. That's like I buy a gun. I'm gonna spend my money and buy. Let's
call it what it is. More brown people.
But here's also the thing. All of us on the panel, I know I can say this because we've talked about it and we're in agreement with this. None of us like the elder millennial, okay? The elder millennial. We don't.
Nope.
Not at all.
Government programs have the same business model as insurance companies. I don't see people bitching and complaining about the fact that their money was going to replace or repair his car when he hit the back of that semi. Because that's what happens. When you pay into insurance, you can't tell me you thought that after 3 months of working and paying for maybe one, because usually they make you wait a period of time before you can get the health insurance, paying it, and then you break your leg, and then all of a sudden you put in enough money to do it. We pay for each other every single day. Every single day. And you don't care about my money going to you when you were having a heart attack and you needed that ambulance ride or you needed paramedics. And I don't care. But all of a sudden you care about what somebody eats, and then you're always looking in somebody's cart talking about, well, they look poor. They don't look poor enough. Sweetheart, clothes are clothes are clothes. There's only so many ways you can make an outfit. There's only so many ways you can do it. And given that rich people buy clothes that look dirty and old and 200 years old, and poor people don't have the proper water treatment to get their clothes as sparkling clean. Tell me what poor looks like, because I'm so sick and tired of this. We call it thrifting, you call it antiquing. It's all the same thing. We have 50 million different words for you to try to feel better because money has prevented you from having a personality trait. You so worried about somebody else eating, but you ain't worried about us paying for your 5th STI panel because your husband wants to bang everybody but you, and he only does that on your birthday.
Do y'all realize?
And boom goes the dynamite.
Oh, exactly. Do y'all realize when you hear people talk about grinding, we got to grind and keep grinding, you're not supposed to do that. Okay? Let me say this again. That grind mentality is some shit rich folks told your ass you had to do. You're not supposed to live your life to make money. Because if your life was just supposed to consist of making money, you'd never fall in love. You'd never have sex. You'd never have kids. You'd never have grandkids. You would never go, because all of it is about the grind. I'm out here grinding for these dollars. Bitch, you ain't supposed to do that.
If hard work equated into wealth, how come all of these wealthy have no idea how their companies work? How come they spend more time on vacation than they do in a job? If that
Elon Musk ain't smart. I'm sorry. Elon Musk is not smart.
A lot of people don't like to hear it. They get mad. Like, why do y'all bring race into everything? You do realize the basis of why they work you into the ground, and they tell you this company as a family is based in chattel slavery. Capitalism in the United States based upon free labor. So they'll tell you we're a family, or they'll reward you with pizza parties just like they did when you were in school. I don't know about you, but I waited too damn long to be grown for you to still be giving me the rewards you were giving me when I was 7 years old. You can keep that.
A pizza party don't do shit for me when you are not paying me a livable fucking wage. Understand something. The workers have a socialist mind. We do. Every worker, I don't give a fuck what they are. If they're not making $1 million a goddamn year, you a goddamn worker. Every worker has a socialist mind. We would like to share in the profits of Amazon, in the profits of Disney, in the profits of Walmart. That is the worker's mind. The billionaire oligarch owner mindset is, how can I get the most out of them for the least amount of money? What you end up having is labor meets business. Labor, without labor, there is no business. Without business, you ain't really got a job, so there's no labor. So it's supposed to be a symbiotic fucking relationship.
And then they also convince you to compartmentalize yourself out of reality, because they convince the public that there's a subset of workers and a subset of consumers. You are the duality. You produce the products and the services, and you purchase the products and the services, but they've listen to how people talk. They've convinced you that that's two different groups of people. Like, there's a subset of people who just have money falling out of the sky, which is actually the 1%, and are able to just live it up and buy stuff. And then people who brag about working up to 100 hours a week that can't spend their money on anything. Like, what is the point of working around the clock? And there was a woman on TikTok, and it pissed me off for the sake of her husband. And I got called to pick me in her comment section, but I stand on what I said. This woman put up a video. Family of 9. She's currently pregnant, shows a picture of her husband and goes, he's working himself to death to take care of us. And I'm like, that's not a flex. That is a cry for help for your husband. She's like, well, he's a man. That's what he's supposed to do. No, he's not. He got all these kids that don't know him. He don't know them.
You're not supposed to, again.
And you're sitting there talking about he's not, and then to come out, he's having health problems. And I'm like, no.
Of course he is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I would expect so.
Right.
Right. He ain't.
I think it'd be more strange if he didn't.
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
When, as a child, you were taught by somebody that work means something. My brother Rocky will tell you right now. We were raised by a woman that worked 2 and sometimes 3 fucking jobs. The one thing you can say about us McCormick's is we will work. But the thing about it is, there has to be a life. That's why they call it a work-life balance. When you have a child, that is supposed to, when you fuck, not even a child, when you fall in love, when you get married, when somebody has tickled your fancy and you were together, that is supposed to matter more than how many fucking hours you put in at a job. When you have kids, it's really supposed to be that way. The only job I know for a fact is very regimented when it comes to the time off that a person gets for having a kid is the military. And again, if my black ass, I was never getting no goddamn time off. My wife could be carrying my child and I'm still not getting no fucking time off. I gotta go to Afghanistan.
I see what people are okay with now. And my parents, for a while, until people realized, oh, this is kind of a good idea, originally got criticized. My parents intentionally worked opposing schedules, and they did it so that somebody would always be at home and available for one of us kids. And they had, now their weekend was a little different than the average person, but they had solid time for the two of them.
Yes.
They had that solid time, and for a while people were like, oh, that's stupid. But also, just like the voters who didn't show up, your vote counted and was so powerful that it propelled us here. But also, to everybody watching, the conditions that we are now and the wages that are being paid is kind of your fault too. And let me explain. Once upon a time, when people started working, there were true benefits packages. And I'm talking about before Affleck. Okay? You had all sorts of, you had PTO, vacation, sick days were not all combined. They were separate entities. You had different banks to pull from, okay? As you proved your worth or whatever, and you got seniority, you got more days and times added to that. You got discount cards for different businesses that did business with the company that you worked with. Also, there weren't pizza parties. There were incentives. You might go home with a new landline, a new winter coat. Every holiday, you got a full basket of something according to your dietary needs, whether it was a ham
or they gave you cash. They gave you
or
a
sometimes
check.
they would give you both.
Yeah.
But the thing of it is, you started not saying anything when they slowly started chipping it away because you were getting a little jealous of Sally Ann, who came in after you, but she got the degrees and she had already been 6 years at another company. And you were like, well, if she can't have it, I don't want anybody to have it. And once again, the lowest amongst us is always the litmus test. And they wait for you to be comfortable with them being treated badly, then they treat you badly. So they started rolling things back, rolling things back, because there was a period in time where companies did not care what the cost of living was. They were paying you your worth because they wanted you to stay, because they realized that it's cheaper to keep an employee than to replace one. Onboarding new employees is expensive, but now they don't care. That's why they don't even bother to fully train you. They want it to be a revolving door so that they don't have to give anything, but you don't speak up. You spend more time trying to get a free meal from Honky Bucket than you do fighting for your own rights. So at some point, you got to step up and make some noise for yourself. And those of y'all that are like, well, if they raise the minimum wage, such and such will be making the same for me. Are you fucking stupid? Yeah, you are stupid. Comprehension is at an all-time low. You do realize that if the ground floor is raised, the rest of the floor is raised. So if the minimum wage is raised, do you sometimes
math is not your
sometimes I want to
not your friend.
Not at all.
Here's another one. Remember unions? My father was
watching
a fucking
Jimmy
teamster.
Hoffa, feeling bad for him, wishing you could have lived at his time.
Yes.
And now you pissing on wherever he's buried at. Probably one of the 300 bodies they found in Nevada over the weekend.
Listen, that man is in a crushed car.
Did y'all hear about that? That they found 300 bodies just randomly out in Nevada in the desert? Am I the only one that looks up strange stuff like that?
Apparently so.
Talk about that.
I am the only one that looks.
Because that shit belongs to a friend of theirs. No, I'm not. You motherfucker with a horse head in my goddamn bed. But remember
Breaking Bad.
Remember
It's like, I don't know anything.
Yeah, listen, I don't know nothing.
I don't know.
My father was a member of a Teamsters union the whole time he drove trucks. My father was a Teamster. When I worked at Pony Express, and this is back in the day, It was
What
the
is
delivery
Pony
service.
Express?
Yeah, yes, I worked at Pony Express.
I said, what is it? Like, I know historically what it is.
Before there was an Amazon and shit like that, there was a Pony Express. Pony Express, DHL or DHL or whatever. All of them
it's
used
like
to
a delivery service.
Yeah, we used to
for
deliver
parcels.
shit. You know what I mean? So when I was working at Pony Express, I became a member of Teamster Union number 44 out of Kansas City. I shot them out all the goddamn time. Do y'all? I want some of you work hard, grind it out type motherfuckers to hear me when I say this. Do you know how fucking stupid you look arguing against a union? Do you know what the purpose?
How stupid they are renting out union halls for their weddings, birthday parties, and everything, but don't want to join the fucking union.
Y'all look stupid as shit because your little ass with your I just got here $7.25 an hour ass job. You feel like you're not making enough to take care of your fucking family. So you're going to walk your little baby nuts up into the fucking management office and get fired before the door opens. But the union used to speak for you. Now, were they all great? No, they weren't. I'm not going to lie, they weren't. But the ones that were are the ones that helped build this fucking country. You have a 40-hour work week because of unions. You have weekends because of unions. Fucking child labor laws because of unions.
And here's
all of you motherfuckers walk around here talking about.
The United States does not have national holidays. Y'all have been manipulative. The United States has federal holidays. In all technicality, only federal employees should be off on those holidays and paid on those holidays. It's because of unions that you get it, and it's become an honored tradition. Also, there are unions, most notably formed by Black women, who would teach the union members not just how to negotiate collectively, but how to negotiate individually. So even if you left that job and went to another one, because a lot of unions aren't based just at companies, when you were sitting in the interview, they taught you how to negotiate from the start.
Yes. For everybody that loves calling himself a redneck, I'm a redneck, I'm a big old redneck. You are a fucking idiot. And the reason I can tell you you're a fucking idiot because you don't know where that word came from and why it's so prevalent. My sister was reading Irish people back in the day. But look up Blair Mountain. Did you realize that at one point a bunch of union workers took over I believe it was a sewing factory, and they sent the fucking National Guard in about them. And then all they had to do, instead of sending in the National Guard and the police and the Pinkertons and all that other shit, they just had to fucking tell your dumb ass that, oh, well, unions really don't help. Here at Walmart, we don't need a union. And your dumb asses have believed that bullshit ever since. I am ashamed of some of your miseducation when it comes to people fighting for your fucking best rights. Every union goes in and they negotiate. They negotiate because the business don't want to give you shit. Please understand that. The businesses do not want to give you a motherfucking thing. They want you to work twice as hard for less.
And
the unions say, nah, you're not going to fucking do that.
Boomers and older, I'm sick of y'all shit. Y'all lived through some stuff, and right now you're acting like you didn't. And boomers, you all are some of the most despicable people ever. And no, I'm not talking about all boomers. If it don't fly, if it don't apply,
let it fly.
Okay? If you a hit dog, you're going to holler on deaf ears. I will pop out these hearing aids and I won't hear shit you got to say, okay? I already took my glasses off because I don't want to see your comments on it, okay? Okay. Y'all sat there and voted for Reagan. You knew that Reagan flipped the switch and stopped taxing the rich properly. You got your cheap homes, you got your cheap education, and I'm not saying as far as quality, I'm talking about cost. And you sat there gaslighting the rest of us as if we weren't working hard enough. And to the older generations, the reason why I left healthcare is because one particular hospital that I worked at, when I was there, they were trying to unionize. It was the older generations in the hospital that fought against the union, snitched on our meetings, and shut it down. And to this day, that hospital network still doesn't have a union. And them same old people that then, a few years later, had to retire were ticked off because their GM cohorts that were a part of unions got better packages that are taking care. I have an uncle right now, my entire adult life, and I'm 48. He has lived comfortably. He has 2 houses. Some of y'all have heard my little traveling stories where I get to a certain city and he does a check-in on me, mostly to make sure I ain't get in trouble and get kicked off of something and arrested because speed. He has 2 homes because of his retirement. This man ain't had to go work at Walmart, no nothing. He said he joined the company that he did because of the solid union at the time. Yes, they went on strikes. He has children. Children never went without. Not once. This man now spends his time, well, not now, vacationing, because he look a little Dominican. He not. But and his wife, well, his on again, off again wife, she look Mexican. She black, but she look Mexican, and they like, we're gonna stay in the house now. So I need y'all to stop lying, because lying does not progress us more. You know what you lived through. Why do you want to live through it again? Even if you don't care about the rest of us, why do you want to go back to a time where you can't walk on the sidewalk, where men and male presenting individuals, why do you want to go back to being emasculated every single day? And women, why do you want to go back to a time where your man can take you to the courthouse steps, mollywop the fuck out of you, put your name on nothing, and decide he like Barbara Ann across the street and put you out?
Y'all, I think the part of the apathy that I talk about is how ignorant a lot of Americans are about other Americans, about other American situations, about history, about things that help them. Like, I get it. Let me tell y'all, for all of you Republicans that are probably looking and mad and squinting at the thing, getting ready to cuss me out and talk about my goddamn black fingernails, let me tell you something. You cared about the Second Amendment and you cared about abortion. A lot of you motherfuckers are men. A lot of you are men. Number one, why are you even having a conversation about abortion? You ain't got a womb, you ain't got a choice. But that first one, that Second Amendment shit, let me give you a little secret. The biggest, like the number one, I don't know, way that group of people that unalive themselves are white men. How do they do it? The overwhelming majority of them use a pew-pew. So you fought for this goddamn Second Amendment against every goddamn thing else, against unions, against diversity, against education, against women's rights, against everything for your little pew-pew. And some of y'all end up taking yourself off the census with the motherfucker because your life is so fucking hard. Why is your life so hard? You work all them goddamn hours and you never see your family. You never have no friends. You just go to work, come home, go to sleep. You don't know your kids don't know you. You haven't been out on a date with your wife in a long goddamn time. Hell, you haven't made love to the woman since the last child. And you're out here upset and stressed the fuck out like, why is my life like this? It's because you hamstrung your goddamn self. Let me tell you something.
The only thing you have to look forward to is death.
That's it. That's it. Because a lot of y'all have this, I'll work hard so I can feed somebody on welfare. No, bitch, you work hard so that you can continue to give tax cuts to the people that have your ass working hard in the first fucking place. Like, goddamn, 1 + 1 still equals 2. If you're working your ass off, but your boss is on television as one of the 50 most richest people on the fucking planet, you're doing something wrong. There is something wrong, okay? You like, dead ass. There's something wrong in life. If I was an Amazon worker, every time I hear about Jeff Bezos' boat or where he had his wedding at, there'll be some misunderstanding. I would kill. Listen. He's letting doves out when he. Okay, all right, bet. I'd pop them goddamn doves. There's no way you're a Tesla worker and like the fact that Elon Musk is out here blowing your goddamn money on bullshit. You can't possibly tell me you work in a Tesla plant. You work in a goddamn Tesla plant. And for some reason, you love watching Elon Musk get $1 trillion payoff package from the company your ass is busting your nuts on. You can't possibly tell me you find that to be, oh yeah, baby. No, this shit pisses you off. It
Well,
should,
not
and
only
it should.
it
Yeah,
causes
that's
them
the
to
that's the
make
meme that I just that I this is the meme that I had in my drafts that I just posted while we're on live. Hot take: if capitalism worked, full-time workers wouldn't be lining up at food banks.
Thank you.
Well, not only that, it causes specifically men to make their whole personality trait being the financial provider and going after women based upon the financial stability they can offer. Then getting a sense of, well, she's only with me because of what I can provide. Well, that's the only thing you put out there. And then you're always at work. So the person getting her love and affection isn't going to be you. And that's what turns into family annihilators and those that want to take their own lives, because you realize you are working to make everybody else happy.
Yes.
You.
Again, every time I hear somebody, like when I see black folks talk about this, we grinding, I hate that shit. Like, I hate that with the passion of 1,000 burning fucking sun. Because you gonna grind yourself to death. You gonna grind yourself into loneliness. You gonna grind yourself right into early fucking grave.
Yeah, the
I love this.
grinding sounds like your knees about to give out.
Listen, don't get me wrong. I get it. It's hard as fuck out here to make money. It's hard as fuck to maintain a roof over your head and feed your kids and shit like that. I get that. But if all you're doing is grinding and working your ass off, what time you gonna have to be in that house to sleep? What time are you gonna have with those fucking kids? All you're doing is grinding. I keep on the grind. I'm on the grind. Stop that. Fucking stop that. Like, for real. You know what my biggest grind is right now? Is this show and these hosts. It's this radio station. But I have to have a work-life balance. On Fridays, after the sound of coffee, I will do a couple of things in this fucking office. But at 5 o'clock, I'm shutting doors. I'm locking locks. I'm going to spend time with my wife. Some weekends, like on a Saturday, we won't do shit. We just lay in bed and watch television. But she knows I work on Sunday nights. She knows I work on Wednesday nights. She knows I work on Thursday nights. But that's my wife. I married her. I spent so many years away from this woman because of the United States Army. So I need to get that time back. I got a daughter that is about to graduate high school, and it the light of my life. I need to watch her grow up. I need to be there for her, so I can, if I don't do nothing else but fix her dinner and say I love you, I have to be there for that. This grind and mentality is killing motherfuckers, because there's only so many times, so many hours in the day that you have. And if all you're doing is making money, what the fuck? What kind of life? What kind of life? Michael Pruitt over in the YouTube chat. Funny, my last company loved me when I was working 75 hours a week. But when it caught up with me, they turned their backs and left me out to dry. That's exactly my point. Michael Pruitt has a health issue. A health issue. And the company fired him. Health insurance, gone. That man could die. And I'm not saying this, I'm not putting Michael Pruitt on a pedestal. He's just an example of what I'm talking about.
Or I'm last.
Exactly. The reason people need government assistance is because I hate this idea that everybody's just sitting on their ass watching soap operas and eating Oreo cookies and making fucking babies. That's a goddamn lie. Most of these goddamn people are already working. They're already working 2 and sometimes 3 fucking jobs, and they still can't make ends meet. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm saying it. If it makes me sound like a goddamn socialist, I don't give a fuck at this point. I want my money to go to hungry people. I want my tax dollars to go feed any child in this fucking country, from Albany to Alaska. I don't give a fuck. If that means my tax dollars go to something that helps somebody's life, I would much rather have that than this. We get a military flyover for the Super Bowl.
Well, here's this for the people that were like
Night Bunny.
cheering Doge and going,
Night
we
Bunny.
need to cut, we need to cut, we need to cut. Here are some places that we can cut. Y'all don't like paying for school lunches. I need y'all to remember something. Each school has a budget. Y'all want to know what's already included in that budget? The staff for the food, the bills to cook the food. I need y'all to understand. Ask yourself, why are they charging these students in the first place? Go fight that. Go fight that. Go tell them just to feed these kids since it's already in the budget. You're getting paid. You're getting double dipped on. That's where you're getting double dipped on. It's already there. If I say, hey, I'm providing free meals. I've already calculated how much it's going to cost for me for utilities at my house, the groceries, any friends I need to come and help me do everything. And then at the last minute, I'm like, oh, well, I thought about it. And even though I raised the money and people helped me, I need to charge you $15 a person. You would look at me like, oh, is you cool, bitch?
What?
Like, the fuck?
What? The fuck? What kind of markup is that? The fuck? I just
like
feel...
if you want to fight where your money is going, are there places that it is technically by definition fraudulent? Go look there, because I think so many people miss that these things are budgeted. You've already paid your money into it. Go fight that and tell them to move that money over. Why do we have unstable police officers on the street with military grade equipment? Go pull that funding away and make sure that a cosmetologist does not spend more time getting trained than an officer of the law. Maybe go lobby to make sure that protect and serve is no longer just a slogan and actually a part of the job. Like, if you want to be mad about something, there's plenty to be mad about. There's plenty for you to say, hey, I don't want my money going here till it gets fixed. But not feeding somebody is ridiculous. And the real reason is that y'all are pissed because you're not getting help. Because one woman told the truth out loud. She's pissed and cheering people not getting SNAP because earlier this year, she lost a job. She was in between jobs, so she needed healthcare coverage. She didn't get the healthcare coverage. Want to know why? It's not because she had a little bit too much in her savings account. No, none of that. She thought her privilege meant that deadlines don't apply to her. She found out just how stringent the rules are because she missed the deadline by a day. So y'all know that these people can't defraud the system, especially not looking like me, who has a high probability of being able to defraud the system? Those that are already the complexion for protection.
And you know what? I'm going to push back on that for a second. You know what? Fuck it. If you game the system, if you cheat the system, bravissimo. You know why I say that? Because the Department of Defense keeps missing $8 billion per audit. And they've been doing it for like 10 fucking years.
And they keep saying they don't need more money to stop giving them money.
Stop giving them motherfuckers money.
When the military can sell equipment and we don't have a deficit, we're not in a loss, we got too much.
You motherfuckers will get mad if they see a woman on welfare buying ground beef or a lobster. I'm going to say this again because I don't think they'll really grasp what I'm trying to fucking tell you.
$8 billion just gets Thanos, then we're like...
$8 billion per audit.
Yeah.
8. The number before 9 and after 7. And it's not even a straight 8. It's over $8 billion has been missing in fucking audits from the Department of Defense. We have the most expensive military on the face of the goddamn earth. We have our military costs more than the next 25 military budgets from other countries combined. And we always want to go someplace and fight some fucking body. But $8 billion fucking dollars goes missing per audit per year. And I'll give you 10 years. I'll give you 10 years. 10 years of audits, $8 billion missing every audit. That is $80 billion fucking dollars. you could give everybody in America some snaps. But nobody seems to bat a fucking eye because you have been trained to do so. If it makes me sound like a socialist to say, oh, well, look, there's a single mother over there with 4 lobsters in her truck and an EBT card, I'm not going to give a fuck because I know my motherfucking money flies out of my pocket, goes to the Department of Defense, and they'll just oopsie $8 billion fucking dollars right out of the goddamn thing. How many lobsters and shrimp can you buy with $8 billion? How about 80? But y'all over here arguing with poor people wanting to fucking eat. I'm sorry. I would much rather cut the goddamn defense budget in half and give that other half to every government program in America to be funded for the next 10 fucking years. Because I'm quite goddamn tired of, because the other thing about it, and I'm just gonna be honest with you, when y'all send us to war, y'all don't give a fuck when we come back. Towards the end of the end of the Afghanistan war, I'll never forget this shit. Yeah. Towards the end of the Afghan war, there were people that didn't know we were still over there. The last 4 years of the goddamn Afghanistan war, you didn't even know we were there. The fuck?
Well, you know, I'm glad you brought that up, because I don't know if you all are aware, but Keg's Breath, you know, aka Whiskey Leaks, made a formal announcement that we are officially moving from peacetime preparation to wartime preparation, which means there's going to be additional money used and lost after we have been, well, he has accidentally twice now that has been confirmed, sent at least $2 million worth of military equipment to places that did not know that they were supposed to be accepting them. There was no invoice or anything. So we're moving into wartime preparation under the administration that's supposed to be heralded by the President of Peace.
Tuesday is Veterans Day. My grandson has invited me to his school because they're doing a special thing for veterans, so I probably won't do the sound of coffee. There's your announcement, but I have never in my life, and mind you, I wanted to be in it. I have never been more ashamed of the way the United States military is operating than I do right now. Sorry. I understand there was a time where we were segregated and shit. I wasn't alive. I'm talking from 1971 until this very fucking moment right now. I have never been more ashamed. It is going, I'm telling you, if you are a recruiter for any branch of the military, let me say this to you as let me hold your hand when I say this to you. It is going to take decades to fix this shit. If we go to war with either Nigeria or Venezuela for no reason whatsoever, we get bogged down in that bullshit, it is going to take decades for you to repair the fucking damage and the fucking prestige of the United States military. Decades. I'm telling you this, decades.
And we also run the risk of fighting on U.S. soil, and we can't fight y'all. And I say that because if you all don't know, Kristi Noem, Marco Rubio, Stephen and Katie Miller have all officially moved on to military bases.
They are using the housing for the senior leaders, the generals, the admirals, the command sergeant majors, the master chief of the military, the base or whatever. They're moving into senior enlisted and senior leader fucking housing, and none of you, again, while y'all are over here mad that I'll even give you a little fictional black name since some of y'all like the shit. Jaquisha is over here getting lobster with a fucking EBT card. These jackasses are living in fucking senior leader housing that is supposed to go to the people, the generals and the fucking admirals of the goddamn military. Again, this shit right here is what pisses me off about Americans. Y'all are so incredibly asininely stupid that you believe what comes out of one person's mouth. I'm sorry. This is not, I am not about to sit here having been a soldier on fucking food stamps to feed my family, I'm not about to sit here and argue with you motherfuckers about you need to get up and get a job. Bitch, I had one. And I still had 5 kids in the fucking house, and a wife who couldn't find her fucking job. Night, J. Thomas. And a wife who couldn't find a job for months. So yes, we were on food stamps. You goddamn right we were. So don't come and fucking tell me about, oh, well, you need to work harder. No, the fuck, I was already working hard. I literally had to, before I went to Afghanistan, my wife got a job. So for about 6 months, we were on food stamps. Because my pay was that low.
And here's the thing, for those of y'all that really think that this, I'm not saying that there aren't politicians that do care. There are politicians that get into it because they really want to fight for change. But for those of y'all that go, oh, well, you know, they're just making precautions. They care about us. Remember I said Kristi Noem moved into military housing. Her kids and her husband aren't there with her.
Nope.
If she don't give a damn about her own family, what makes you think that she's going to give a damn about y'all? The sitting president of the United States stood up and had a face of irritation when a fellow octogenarian passed out at his presser after he was asleep.
I feel bad for every person in the uniform right now. I do. Y'all have my goddamn sympathies. Why the fuck we get kicked off of TikTok? Never mind. You know what? Never mind. Whatever. I feel for every person in the uniform, from the highest general all the way down to the lowest fucking E1. I feel bad for y'all because y'all are being abused. Now, was there politics in the military? Of course there was. I get that. You know, it ain't what you do, is who you know, that sort of thing. I got that. But we were never treated like this. We were never treated like this. Do you understand that ICE has a bigger budget this year than the United States Marine Corps? I say that over and over because I do not want anybody to forget that. ICE has a $150 billion budget in 2025, 2026. They are now buying surveillance equipment from fucking Israel and the Mossad to spy on people, making posts about them. TikTok has let them have it, or let them do it. Facebook's let them do it. Instagram's letting them do it. YouTube is the only one that I think is not, because I've talked so much shit about ICE and they've never said any goddamn thing. But seriously, they have a bigger fucking budget than the United States Marine Corps. And
yeah, and the FEMA director, who is technically Kristi Noem, has 2 jets for what? The FEMA director isn't supposed to be jet setting all around the country. They're supposed to send other people out to assess things. Yes. And she also made changes where she has to legitimately sign off herself, no auto pen, on certain things, and she ain't never there. She's running around like it's the amazing immigration race. And I say that because if y'all remember, as Tazzy Farms remembers, earlier this year, she was presented with an opportunity to turn the immigration process into an amazing race type of reality TV show. And she said, oh, I'm thinking it over. But they're always taking footage. She's literally been spotted getting hair and makeup done, and she's jet setting all over the place.
Yes. It is giving very much, fuck, let them eat cake. You will have a Twinkie. It is let them eat a Twinkie. That's what it is.
Not even a good Twinkie. It's a,
and not
it's
even
a Zombieland
exactly one of them old.
It's the Zombieland Twinkie that they found towards the end.
It is giving very much eat this raggedy ass Twinkie and fucking smile. These people are gaming the fucking system, and it starts at the top. It starts with that octogenarian that we got fucking sitting in the White House right now. Who, if I liked him, I would say y'all are doing elderly abuse, but I don't like him, so fuck him. It starts there. But the entire fucking whole goddamn administration is grifting the shit out of you. And think about this. Think about this. What happens in 2 weeks? No, what happens in 3 weeks? What holiday is right around the motherfucking corner?
Thanksgiving.
How many people are not going to be able to celebrate Thanksgiving.
And here's the thing: I actually was having a conversation with somebody this morning on the way across the bridge. And if anybody lives in Kentucky and you know why they were shutting off multiple streets today, hit me up and tell me because I'm still confused. But I was having a conversation. They were like, "Oh, well, we have a few weeks to get it done." No, we have this week to get it done because if they come to an agreement, they have to find the funds that personally I think have been spent, but they have to get those funds out to the states and then it has to be distributed to everybody. That's going to take a minute. And you have to realize people have already set, they have a routine. They have their grocery days, their times. Everybody doesn't have access to vehicles like that. So they have to re-coordinate with the person who's giving them a ride to the market. Or they may have spent that Uber or Lyft money already to get food for the in-between. This people could still not have a holiday. Now there are some people who had already been, putting a portion of their stamps aside each month in preparation of the holiday, but they would have had to dip into that what they stuck to the side to get through right now.
Just to get right the fuck now. And it's like, here's the problem with this mindset that the poor deserve this. I explained this in a video, so I'm going to explain it here. And you can look this up. Taz will tell you if this is a lie or not. For every $1 that is spent in food stamps, it generates $1.50 into the economy. Because when you have food stamps and you buy your food with it, what you would normally spend on food, you can spend on other things. It generates literally for every $1 that's spent in food stamps, $1.50 goes into the fucking economy. But y'all are over here cutting off your fucking nose to spite your fucking face. And for what? For what? Y'all, the thing that has bothered me for the past 2 weeks is the callous. It's the, I'm going to have a Great Gatsby party for Halloween. The next day, nobody is going to have food stamps. And I'm sorry, the Democrats do not want to fight. They want to socialize. And I don't need to socialize. Again, I don't care if my money goes to fucking a poor family to get food stamps or TANF or WIC. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about none of that shit. But what I do care about is this. How many people kick down on the fucking poor? How many people use the poor? And both political parties do it. A lot of pundits talk about it. A lot of people on your favorite social media platforms talk about it. They use the poor as a football. And they just continue to kick them down the fucking street. Nobody speaks for them. Nobody speaks to them. And when they do decide to talk to the fucking poor, when they do decide to talk to the working class, the first thing you bitches do is talk about trans people in fucking bathrooms instead of, oh, by the way, can we start getting some of that $8 billion that the fucking, the goddamn Department of Defense keeps losing? Y'all literally do not fight for what's right. You fight for what you give a fuck about. The selfishness.
And here's the thing. To drive things home, I alluded to this memo. I want to read this memo to everybody, just so it can really sink in. It's dated November 8th, 2025. Updated Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, November benefit issuance. This memorandum is a follow-up to the guidance shared on October 10th, October 24th, November 4th, November 5th, and November 7th, 2025, regarding Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program SNAP benefits for November 2025. The U.S. Supreme Court granted the U.S. Department of Agriculture an administrative stay of the orders issued by the District Court of Rhode Island in Rhode Island State Council of Churches et al. V. Rollins, 25 CD 569. Pending any explicit direction to the contrary from Food and Nutrition Services, states must not transmit full benefit issuance files to EBT processors. Instead, states must continue to process and load the partial issuance files that reflect the 35% reduction of maximum allotments detailed in the November 5th guidance. They're saying they have the money to do it all the way through. They don't have to reduce it whatsoever, but you're going to reduce it. And they're misrepresenting, as I explained to everybody earlier, what SCOTUS is having happen. This is the cruelty. No filter, no seasoning added, no nothing.
Just, and again, I go back to this. We know that cruelty is the point for the Trump supporters. I mean, for the Trump administration. But is it really sexy as a Trump supporter to be this fucking cruel? I want y'all to understand something. If the Senate has reached an agreement to open back up the government, one of two things happen. Either A, the Republicans agreed to fund the subsidies for the Affordable Care Act, or B, the Democrats didn't. The Democrats decided, nah, we don't need it. Either way, you're screwed. This was about saving face, as it always is about saving face. And whose lives are put in the crosshairs? The same fucking people every goddamn time. Every time.
In regard to the deal would include a promised vote on extending Obamacare tax credits in December. But the Republicans are starting to see the writing on the wall. One, let's be real. The MAGA faction of the GOP, because that's what it is. The GOP has been a combination of interfighting factions since its conception. The MAGA faction is not liked or respected by legacy Republicans. They don't like Trump. They never have. Every time somebody decides to retire, they finally snitch on Trump. But they realize they have to present a united front for anybody to want to follow them. If they look like, it's like the family that looks so perfect and everybody wants to be around them and emulate them.
Fighting like a motherfucker. Yeah.
Right. Where they every night they like, I wish this motherfucker was dead. That's him. But the Republicans are seeing the writing on the wall. One, Trump ain't making it. Okay?
I've been saying that.
I give him 5 to 7 business months and somebody gonna be carrying him
he
or
is
something.
Slumping in the chair like a person who has had a fucking stroke.
Yeah, and see, in his last administration,
he isn't sundowning, he's twilighting.
Yes.
See, in his last administration, he had the intimidation factor of looking like he had the backing of his family and the powerful networks that his children have actually made.
That wasn't.
They're making moves.
The press conference wasn't him like spacing out. That was him about to walk towards the line.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yes. But his children, as far as the business realm, they're the ones that have made connections. Hell, Ivanka married the most prolific, the best connection she could have business wise, and they're like, yeah, his name isn't getting us voted in anymore. We're not doing so. They don't have to stand. And I know we keep saying that this past Tuesday was a blue wave, but I've said it from the beginning. It wasn't a blue wave. It was a purple wave. People are fed up, and there are people who, just like at the start of the civil rights era, because we're still in that era, there are people who just slowly start to change their wardrobe and their vernacular and act as if they were never associated with the other side, because they're realizing you're not getting a special little pin or a special little card that's going to exempt you from the legislation and the cruelty that is afoot. And that's what they thought that they were going to get.
You got to stop strangling your motherfucking self because you don't like the fact that somebody else breathes. You have to. And again, what I don't like, what I have not liked, and I will continue to not like, is how easy so many of you gave up whatever little common sense you had. Was Obama perfect? Fuck no. No.
No.
No.
I absolutely 100% love the fact that he was a black man. But other than that, he was a fucking middle of the road centrist Democrat. He was a new Clinton, new Democrat. I said that the night he won. I said that the night he fucking won. I said, I'm glad he's black, but we gonna get the same shit. And we did. 8 years of it.
I love the fact that a black man was all it took to trigger him that badly.
That is exactly my point, Gambit. That's it. Y'all let this motherfucker get in your head. And anybody rolling down the pike after you done got so mad that an educated black man and his beautiful black wife and their 2 beautiful black daughters was occupying the fucking White House, that y'all listened to a carnival bark. Y'all listened to a used car salesman with a lot full of exploding fucking cars. And he has been fucking you all, raw dogging for 10 goddamn years. I'm not coming up off that goddamn much money.
If you wanted the misogyny,
fuck out of here.
Welcome
if you
to
wanted the
Donnie's
misogyny,
used car, every car's a lemon.
Yes.
yeah, but if you wanted the misogyny, you wanted the disrespect and everything else, why weren't more of y'all backing Joseph Robinette Biden? I know y'all like to think of him as the cute, cozy, old grandpapa sidekick of Biden. He is a cantankerous, misogynistic prick. He does not have a good reputation on Capitol Hill or in politics. That's why he really couldn't get anything done. That's why he kept reminding people of what he did during his presidency. This is the same man who tried to get in the head of our last Democratic presidential candidate right before her one and only presidential debate, because he's that type of person. Like, what you were looking for, you already had in Joe Biden. You already had it.
If you were really, really upset about the Negro, okay, you was just really upset about the Negro. Okay, you had Trump. I could see if he accomplished anything. If Trump had a pile of new laws that he just put in, I could maybe give you the argument. I still wouldn't like that motherfucker, but I could give you the argument. Okay, I seen some of the shit that he did. Trump didn't do a goddamn thing. Y'all fell for the oldest trick in the motherfucking book. Y'all fell for the only, and I mean this sincerely, y'all fell for the only magician.
Mirrors.
Y'all fell for the
Smoke,
worst magician
mirrors.
in the history of magic. This motherfucker would tell you he's pulling a rabbit out of a hat. He'd have the hat there. He'd go kapoof, and there'd be some smoke. You'd see his bitch ass running back behind the fucking stage to grab a rabbit, to put in a hat, to pull out. And you motherfuckers said that's the greatest magic trick
And you
I've
know
ever
what?
seen.
It's funny
Bitch, we saw him do it.
It's funny that you
What the
say that,
fuck?
because a cousin of mine and I were talking about this, because there was one time we went, my grandparents took us to a magic show. Those of y'all that are familiar with Cincinnati, Ohio, you'll know what I'm talking about. Went to the Playhouse in the Park, to their theater, which kind of goes around in like a half circle, the audience does. The magic show, the assistant is on the side of the stage that is visible from everywhere, because they tout themselves on not having a bad seat in the house. So no matter where, and she, like, they poof, she disappeared, and we all see her crunched. That is Trump, and that's what my cousin, like, she's like, yeah, that's, and I was like, yeah, because it's all, first of all, white people, period, especially white people in politics, it's all about smoke and mirrors, because they'll tell you to focus on what's going on the right side so they can fuck you up over on the left side. But Trump, it's like, remember that series where it was like, Magic Secrets?
If ever there was a term,
Trump does the
or
magic
a
show like
definition
Magic
of
Secrets.
the term bamboozled.
Right, but he's sitting there telling you, oh, I'm going to do this trick, and then put step by step up on the screen how to do it.
How I'm going
told you
to
he was
accomplish this trick.
He told you he was going to make an elephant disappear. You are in basically what amounts to a broom closet. It's like 10 of y'all and a goddamn elephant.
Yeah.
Okay? He said he going to make this elephant disappear so we can get some more room in it. He puts a tarp over the fucking elephant, tells you to turn around, and then you can see him pushing the fucking elephant out of a goddamn window, and then he goes, ta-da, wall broke up, elephant on the ground and killed 4 or 5 fucking people. You can hear the police sirens and shit because an elephant just fell on a bunch of goddamn people.
Hold on.
And y'all sat there and thought this
Wait a
motherfucker
minute.
made the goddamn elephant disappear.
Hold on, wait a minute. I know we're a little
This
bit
is
past
like the dumbest
Thomas'
Jedi
point
mind
now
trick ever.
that
Ever.
people need
Yeah,
to
ever.
stop. That people need to stop choking themselves. But Michael Pruitt, I'm sending you a virtual hug, Puddin' Pop. You said, yeah. Look what happened to David Carradine. Stop choking yourself, Michael.
Oh,
Do you need a snack?
sweet baby Jesus.
Listen, Michael.
Because I say some fucked up shit. Damn, my dude.
Michael Pruitt is on that bullshit. I'm gonna need y'all to leave him alone
That-
because I love him and I'm gonna just let
Damn,
him
Michael, that's
let him shotgun blast the
Michael?
whole front row.
Goddamn.
I know.
Goddamn,
we're
Michael.
both in Kentucky, and our fellow Kentuckians
that's
were
dark.
very
and I've
confused
played Clue alone.
about voting this week. Because I keep trying to tell people, folks be telling me I'm exaggerated when I discuss my encounters in Kentucky. Y'all now know there's no exaggerating this shit. Because I told y'all they consistently keep getting DUIs at the drive-thru of the Lee's famous recipe around the corner. I don't know how you make it all the way
that shit
there
that happened
and
this
then get a
week.
DUI. But
That shit that happened this week with Kentucky, I laughed. I'm not gonna lie, laugh. I did laugh, but there was a part of me, like, that's been to college that just died. Like I could feel the stupidity shadowing my brain, not my head, just the
every
inside of my
single
brain
day,
going.
I
There's
have
no
to
way.
fight
There's no
to
fucking way.
stay humble because they will make you feel like a rogue scout. Now today I slipped a little bit. I went to go visit my son, and he was like, "Oh, this is the director. He went to the same high school I went to." Now, unfortunately, I do have 3 children that graduated out of Kentucky. It was a financial decision to move over here, and I was like, "Oh, so I won't be using any big words today."
No.
And he just had to laugh because after the story and everything else I've encountered, I'm like,
But do you realize the citizens of Kentucky had been listening to this octogenarian who I wish sometimes people would just put a mirror underneath his nose just to make sure the motherfucker ain't dead. Right? They listen to him and listen to him and listen to him and listen to him and listen to him. They got up out of a bed. The warmth of a bed. You sleepy? That warmth. They got out of that bed, got up, made some coffee, had some bran flakes, maybe they had some grits. I don't fucking know. They gassed up their cars, drove to a polling place. So that they could vote to keep Zoran Mamdani from being mayor of New York City in the great state of New York. A part of me died. I don't think y'all truly understand. I gave that shit flags on Friday, but it was only because I either give these people flags or I punch my computers. You can't. Thank you, Jen Miller. You can't make that up. But that happens. That's what happens when you listen to an idiot. Donald Trump is not just one of the dumbest presidents.
Tracino with Crow Pussy, Mississippi was laughing at Kentucky this week.
Yes.
And
Donald
here's
Trump
the
is
thing:
not
Yeah.
just one
not
of the
only
dumbest
are
motherfuckers.
people stupid here in Kentucky, I'm gonna tell you what my biggest frustration is. You will hear them; they will approach you and start the conversation, okay, with nothing but talking points that you can pinpoint to the exact anchor that phrases it that way on Fox News, OAN, and Newsmax, and they'll look you in the face and go, "I don't watch that."
Wow.
Or you'll bring up something. "Oh, I didn't know anything about that. You just spent 10 minutes telling me about it. What do you mean that you don't know anything about it? Oh, you must be confused." I'm
We
not
see
confused.
it every day. Listen, if you are an avid user of TikTok, say you are. Let's say you are. Okay, let's say you are. You can go look at the lives.
Oh, I
And
know,
they'll have
but
it-
I'm talking about
hold
the
on,
fact
they'll
that
have 'em at
they
the
will
bottom.
complete strangers.
Yes.
You could be at the grocery store. They'll go, like a lady today was like, "Oh, I love your sweater," and I go, "Oh, okay, thank you. I just stopped into." I was having a big back moment. I ain't gonna lie. And then all of a sudden she's like, So what did you think of that Mom Donnie do? Ma'am, we don't know each other. And then she proceeds to lie. So I'm like, I'm not going to engage. I'm not going to engage. I know how this is. So I just start walking away. Here she comes. I promise, I'm not going to say his name because we still got a YouTube beef going on. But y'all know the little fat-faced fucker from Fox News that seems to like to fuck with me on this app. And it was everything that he says on his show. Boom, 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 in order. I know because I watch it because, once again, we got a beef. I got to hit him back with his own work. And I turned around and I said, that is not correct. Like, you can Google it and fix that. Well, I didn't say that. Bitch, I didn't want to have this conversation with you.
Again, and I'm going to address something Randall just said. Randall said, remember, folks, PA's U.S. Senator Fetterman was one of the 3 Democratic senators who voted to open the government a month ago without continued subsidies to the ACA. F my senior, then I voted for. I'm going to use that as an example, Randall. These people that support Trump, these people that believe in Trump, these people who will tell your ass how great Trump is, even though they couldn't point to anything if you gave them a map called "This is Trump's shit." These people are the ones people like John Fetterman want us to reach out to. Why the fuck would I want to reach out to people who are dumb enough to get out of a bed, drive to a polling place in Kentucky so that they can vote for the mayor of New York fucking City? Why is it imperative that I listen to them? Because again, I'm gonna go back to you on TikTok. You'll see them. Go to one of the lives. You'll see at the bottom, MAGA request up, MAGA request up, MAGA request up. Only looking for MAGA, looking for MAGA, because these people are bold and fucking stupid. Mm-hmm. The reason you have to beg, and if you on TikTok, you should know this. The reason you have to beg to get MAGA supporters to come on your panels is because saying that shit out loud doesn't sound as cool as it did in their fucking heads.
Oh no, because when they come in, Angry has witnessed this. They will come into my lives. I could be in the midst of, hey, I got some tips for students, or hey, let me give you this news on this new outbreak, or whatever. They'll start saying stuff. They stop when all I do is sit there and repeat what they've typed out. And then they pause like, oh, that shit don't make any sense. Because
it doesn't. When you type it out or when you say it out loud, does it not look like fucking gibberish?
When you read it, it does.
So imagine a motherfucker walking around with that shit in their head.
Now there are times
imagine that. You know, Mom Donnie's gonna have Sharia law in New York. I don't live in New York.
There are times that they piss me off, and I do it just for Jess because I love Jess. I'll translate it to French and say it back to him. It really pisses him off. It really pisses him off. Like, the fuck did she just...
Listen, when I first started The Sound of Coffee, I thought about bringing up people to talk. And then I realized I'm streaming this on TikTok. That's not a good thing.
No.
You don't need that. You do not need that level of fuckery that early in the goddamn morning. So I said, fuck it. There will probably come a time, because Jeff has talked to me about it. Why don't you get a phone and maybe you can take phone calls afterwards? And I'm going, hey, because I just watched what the Groypers did to Mark Levin's dumbass. Let me tell y'all, right now, MAGA is splitting itself in half. On the one hand, you got the Charlie Kirkers, or whatever the fuck you want to call them.
I call them the Kirkistans.
The Kirkistan. On the other side, you've got the Fuentes Groypers. There is an actual civil war going on between these two motherfuckers. It's the dumbest civil war ever. Everybody's riding a horse backwards.
That's actually
and they're
what we're
shooting
calling
themselves
it,
in the
dumb
balls.
civil
But
war.
there is, they are
A dumbass civil war.
Civil war.
Yeah.
It's the stupidest civil war you've ever heard of. Everybody's riding their horse backwards.
Oh, and they're claiming territories. I learned today they're claiming because there's for those of y'all that don't know, a dairy bar is like a more homey Dairy Queen where you can hang out at. They've claimed the dairy bar near my house. The Groypers have. If you're not a Groyper,
you can't go there.
You can't go there.
And if I
want,
the fuck?
If I want a
I'm
goddamn
going to get my
sandwich,
hot fudge Sunday. I don't know about y'all.
But so Mark Levin and Ben Shapiro are Jewish. They are very pro-Israel. You got Tucker Carlson and Nick Fuentes, who are not. They're neither Jewish nor are they very big fans of Israel. And that is how the fight started. It started with Charlie Kirk, but then he decided to test somebody's test the bullet's gangster. I said what I said.
And plus, nobody's inviting Nick to any of the parties, so
Yeah.
they
So
used to
Nick
invite him, and I guess he wrote everything down in his diary, and he reading it every day out loud.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Makes sense.
Nick's a little too highly.
Nick Fuentes is the frailest fan of the funny mustache man I've ever seen. Like, I could kick Nick Fuentes in the chest by accident. Like, just getting out of my truck, I could cave in all of Nick Fuentes' chest, but I digress.
But
So,
see, Nick Fuentes is like, there's a story on Reddit. He's
Lord.
like the sister
hey,
who
Danny.
picked up a notebook and was like, hey, dude that my sister went to college with, she really likes you, and I'm tired of her pretending that she doesn't. Read her notebook. But instead of him getting somebody else to read his diary, he's doing it. Like, he is really butthurt. I have a rule, okay? I do not care if we all fall out and can't stand each other and never speak again. What we talk about stays in a vault. I don't, unless you like commit a certain type of crime, it's something you told me will help that person get justice, it stays in the vault. He didn't get invited to one party. And he is telling the deepest, darkest secrets of people. Like, these people, like, they still haven't spoken up and talked about him. I kind of wish they would. Yes, I know the rules that I live by.
Hold on.
But they are afraid of him.
They're afraid of him. So Tucker gives a platform to Nick Fuentes, a match made in a pig's anus. Well, Ben Shapiro and Mark Levin got mad about it. They got mad about it. So they were. Look at her. Now she laughing too hard. You got to get off the script. So I know. I already know how you are. I know how you are. I ain't even have to ask. So Mark Levin and Ben Shapiro go in on Tucker and Nick for being anti-Semitic. Well, fucking Nick did not like that. So what he did was he had his groypers infiltrate Mark Levin's show. Mark Levin does a radio show in addition to doing a Fox News show. Neither one of them I would watch if you waterboarded me. So there's a point where Mark Levin is talking about Nick Fuentes and fucking Tucker Carlson, and he talks about these low IQ people and blah blah blah, right? So he starts to take phone calls. And it's just Groyper after Groyper after Groyper after Groyper. Nick has said that the Groypers have infiltrated Turning Point USA. He's also said that they've infiltrated fucking the Heritage Foundation. So there's an actual civil war. It's the dumbest civil war you ever seen in your life. Everybody marches backwards and people shove muskets up their ass.
But see,
they are at war with each other over what?
But see, I don't suggest you taking calls for a whole different reason. Okay, learn from my
because
mistake.
I can't cuss on the goddamn. I cannot cuss at 8 a.m. without.
Well, here's the thing, man. You'll get another Monica.
Mistake. Yeah, but here's the thing. No. I made the mistake. Okay, first of all, something is very, very wrong
what did you do?
With my audience, but they are called the heathens, so I should have known better. I said, hey, to lighten things up, because the news is getting very, very heavy here lately, what do y'all suggest we do on Fridays? Let's talk about stuff that's just found around the internet. We'll send you videos and posts and stuff. And don't do it. These people are not well at all. It won't even be MAGA that will just make you glitch. It'll be your own people.
Yes. Again, I want to do Patreon exclusive shit where we just members only. We all sit around and talk and shit. But
do we get members only jackets?
all. If I buy, I'm gonna tell
weed in
y'all
them.
something right the fuck now. If I bought all 3 of you members only jackets, I'd expect y'all to wear the motherfucker.
Can mine
I'm
be
serious.
pink?
With a big ass
Yeah.
Villains View logo on the back. It's a members only jacket, but you could, you
Okay, I got some
advertise, celebrate the
stipulations.
goddamn show. What the
Mine
fuck?
needs to be pink, and can my logo be bedazzled?
Lord Jiminy Christmas. We'll talk about it.
He said we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it. But
No,
You didn't say no.
I
That's
didn't say no.
progress.
I did not. I
That
did
is
not say no.
progress.
I
Will be
didn't
up
say
to
no.
you.
I said we
Said
talked
didn't
about
say
it.
no. Said we'll talk
This is
about it.
wild.
He
But-
said we will talk about it.
We all have to be completely honest with ourselves. If you know the stats for your favorite running back in the NFL, you should know who your fucking senators are. I'm sorry. If you come and tell me, oh well, so and so got this many yards from the scrimmage, bitch, who's your senator? Then shut the fuck up. I don't need to talk to you. We are so Americans have this really nasty habit called I don't give a fuck.
Well, I'll do you one better.
Politics is
Y'all
people
need
are-
to stop suggesting that everybody run for every office when you like a few
Everybody
things
ain't
that they
ready
say.
for it. Nurse
Not
Dave, I'll
only
see you in the
that,
morning.
Y'all don't even know who
Yeah,
can
Nurse
qualify for what.
Everybody can't. I'm sorry. Fuck out of here. Be honest. Everybody is not for every motherfucking job. Listen, my last job, I was a supply sergeant. Okay? I'm not ready to run for goddamn vice president or lieutenant governor. Everybody ain't for every fucking job. If you don't believe me, who's that nut job in goddamn North Carolina? The one that got caught up there with the pizzas. He was taking pizzas to corn shops and Mark something. God damn, big milk dud head ass motherfucker too.
We don't talk about Bruno. And y'all need to
We
stop
talk about
asking
him.
me to run for office. One, I
I'm
really
not
can't.
running for shit.
Two, I'm a crash out. Okay, you got 1 to 2 times to say something crazy. I'm a crash out, and I am the worst type of crash out. Okay, I am an April Taurus female that was raised by two October Scorpios. I will say some shit that'll have us in war with another state.
That's what I'm
No.
trying. Again, I'm not.
Fuck around and find out, Texas. Fuck
Yeah,
around and
listen,
find out.
I get it. We see some people that we like on social media, or we see them in print media or whatever, and that's a great thing. Y'all really like these people. I'm not even mad at you for doing that. But what I am telling you is this: everybody ain't for every motherfucking job. Like, let me help y'all understand something. I am not mentally stable enough to be fucking president of the United States. Does that mean I'm ready to? I'm like Donald Trump? No, I know how to do the fucking job. I would at least know how to do the fucking job, or at least want it. But
Yeah, y'all
I
be
also
looking at
have
how
dark
cool
moments.
and collected my man is, and y'all think that I am the same way. Him,
Like-
political office, yes.
Yes,
I
chaos would be perfect
run
in political
a
office.
great political campaign
Oh yeah,
for him. Okay, I
chaos
would be a
would
great
100%
assistant.
fantastic.
Me?
Right.
Oh no, I'm the type of motherfucker. I will pull up on Greg Abbott, okay, and boot him out of the wheelchair and be like, stand for. And I'll be like, stand for the national anthem since you like it so much. That's the type of shit that I would be doing.
Listen,
That ain't
I
what
put
it's
it in
supposed to do.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm good unless I have a dark day. I'm good unless I have a blue day. And that's not gonna be the time I'm gonna have to want to do a fucking press conference, because my grown ass will cry on your ass in a heartbeat. You start all of a sudden you think President McCormick is doing okay, and then you hear something in the air from the Batman movie and shit. And then all of a sudden I come out, I'm wearing a black suit with a black shirt and a black tie with a black rose in the motherfucker. I'm talking about, good morning, my fellow Americans. I'm here to announce that we have come into trade agreements.
Yeah,
with
not to
China.
mention, could you imagine the
Y'all ain't
First
ready
of
for that.
all, my co-hosts know this. Could you imagine the emails from me? Could you
Just even
imagine
said
the
electric, damn it,
emails
everybody gets a flip
from
flop
me?
to the head.
Because I'm
government.
gonna see some shit, and I'm gonna send somebody
You said
some
whip out the
semen
chocolate.
bracelet videos
And see,
because they pissed me off.
Listen, that's why we don't want you in public office.
That's what I'm doing. See,
Very
and I'm
good.
the type
Do
of
that.
person. Plus, I will also get distracted. Okay, I go down. I'm supposed to be going to cuss somebody out, and because y'all know I'm a budding big back. I smell
Shiny
some
red
good
ball.
food. and I'm gonna be eating, and they be like, "Well, wasn't you supposed to be at a press conference? They better come over here."
Oh shit!
Like,
Yeah.
listen, Gambit would make one hell
My
of a politician.
bad.
Listen, Gambit would make one hell of a politician. He would.
The fuck I would.
Yes, you would. Dog, you would make one hell. I think you and Angry both would make great politicians.
Shit.
I do.
First
I'm
of all,
sorry, I
first of all,
do.
Angry and I are in
have
the
more
same
faith
boat.
in y'all. God damn it.
Look,
Y'all
look
don't
here.
want
Look, no, no,
emails
no, no,
from
no,
me
no, no,
or
no.
Angry.
Look here. Let me put it like this, man.
Yeah.
Let me put it like
I have
this.
faith in you.
Don't let the smooth taste fool you. All right.
You just as depressing.
Let somebody look.
We'll shut
Let
down
somebody
the grid.
say, let somebody say something stupid.
We will shut down the grid
Yeah,
and act like we
listen,
don't know how it happened.
I'm not the,
Let somebody say one cross moving motherfucker. What?
and literally, like, I couldn't be a senator because I know for a fucking fact if I ever filibuster something, oh, I'm going for records, bitch. Listen, I can pee in a bottle. I ain't got to. I have a foot on
I'm
the Senate
going
floor
back
and
to
pee in a
fights
bottle and be like,
on the
and
You
that's
ever
what the
heard,
fuck
you
I was
ever heard
talking
of a
about.
stadium, buddy?
No, let's express them too. I'm going back to fisticuffs on the congressional floor because see, let Marjorie Taylor Greene, Nancy Mace, or Lauren Boebert say something crazy to me. Oh, I'm not coming up with alliteration. I'm not. Okay, I'm turning into Medea. Okay, call the po-po ho. I got 9 minutes to whoop your ass. That's how it's going down.
Listen,
I'm
telling you
breaking
right now,
every nail.
She couldn't.
all up and
Nancy
down their
Mace could
face.
not have said to me, "You want to talk outside?" Because I'd have been like, "All right, get your big ass up. Come on,
Because
Bones,
remember
get the
that
fuck-
No.
little
go."
scuffle that Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert had in the bathroom?
Yes.
Oh, it would have been
Uh-huh.
a real meeting in the ladies' room, okay? They would have had to
Oh.
redecorate that one and not the Lincoln bathroom. You understand me?
I would have broke my foot off. Matt Gaetz, this is a true story, y'all. This is a true fucking story. Go back and look at it. Matt Gaetz heckled what's his face? Damn, can't think of his name. The motherfucker that used to be Speaker of the House. Kevin McCarthy.
Yeah.
He heckled Kevin McCarthy while he was doing an interview on CNN. Oh, that interview would have went left. And it was on the RNC floor. I'd have beat his ass. I would have beat his ass, old child molesting motherfucker. Misunderstandings and furniture movement. I'm tossing your Beavis from Beavis and Butthead looking ass the fuck out in the crowd. Like, I know myself.
Look,
I'll
I got a
probably,
problem
I have
with
some
being
great
short.
ideas.
So
I got
most
some
of my
great
shoes
ideas,
are
but I'll be
platforms.
goddamn if I can't stand those people.
I would have
Washington-
flipped off one of my platform Uggs and smacked him across the face with it because I didn't have a
Who the
chomper
fuck are you
with me.
talking to,
You-
bro?
it-
I
it-
am doing an interview.
No,
And
here's
again-
the thing. With me, you to know shit was gonna hit the fan as soon as you're here. The fuck you just say?
Night, Donna. Exactly.
And here's the
Fuck you
thing.
say to me?
If I was a politician and then a man said some shit, y'all know the bat signal I'm sending up, and I'm gonna just sit there. I'm gonna pour me a nice little Mountain Dew, and I'll be like, you know, you fucked up, right? What you gonna do, woman? Oh, I'm not gonna do nothing.
Yeah.
I sent one group text. Here they come.
I don't like the fact that Congress says that you can't insult a congressperson on the floor and shit. Ain't this the same congressional floor that a man caned another man? Like beat the shit
Yes.
out of him
Yep.
with a cane. Beat him
Yes.
so bad the cane broke, and then everybody from fucking his state sent him more canes. Like,
Point of
Well,
order.
not only that-
is throwing a chair at Marjorie Taylor Greene
you know what I'm
insulting
saying?
her.
Like,
But this
okay,
is
now
the
y'all got
same
decorum.
Congress because
Just a
I got to
question.
read the journal of a wife of a congressman from way back when that beat another congressman with the bill.
Jesus Christ. Jesus. How you get your ass whooped with, I'm just a bill, as I'm only a bill,
Max.
and I'm
Yeah.
beating up on Capitol Hill. All right,
And when you get to those like old journals, like some of the,
whooping another
it's
motherfucker with a bill is nasty.
and I was just like,
he must have wrapped that
So
bill
look,
around
getting
his
your ass
fucking
whooped with the
fist.
bill is embarrassing.
He had to wrap that goddamn bill around his fucking fist.
the way
How do you
okay,
beat somebody with a
the way
He said
was
wrap it around a
written
brick.
was that it was a paper. He picked it up like this, and
Angry goes out with the brick. All right, we are coming towards the end of this show, and as we like to do, we are to have final thoughts.
yes, Chantel, that was Henry Clay.
So we're gonna start. We're I flipped the coin before the show started, so we're gonna start with Gambit this time.
God damn it.
God damn.
Well, you were late coming to the show, so he was watching movies and flipping coins and determining the
flipping
order
coins
of
with
operations.
How was I
he
late coming
is
to
he
the
coming
show?
today?
I got
Like, what the
here
fuck?
at 7:30 on the dot.
I know.
No, you
I
didn't.
know.
I did.
Cut.
Hey,
So
I
for
was
the
late.
first time, I came in and I wasn't confused. Progress.
Yeah, because we wasn't talking about some goofy ass shit. So Gambit, final thoughts, sir.
I really don't have any final thoughts. This is just a one mess after another. It seems like so.
You know they have a movie called that.
What, one mess after another?
It's like one something after another. I gotta remember it. Everybody's loving it. Tiana Taylor was great in there.
I usually watch all of her stuff because
Oh shit!
I like watching her.
Listen, they talking about Oscar buzz for it. I haven't seen the movie, so I don't fucking know.
I gotta get caught up on the movies. I'm so far behind. I started to watch Hobbs and Shaw, and about 10 minutes in, I decided I don't like y'all. Not you, Angus.
See, you get it. You get it. You understand.
I didn't even go past 10 minutes. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I'm gonna get past 10 minutes because I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
See?
And
I'm not the
remember,
only one.
I got manipulated into watching a movie about a murderous painting, and I couldn't make it past 10 minutes of why the fuck did they put Rock in the movie?
Thank you. Thank you.
Anyway,
thank you.
The lady of the show, Taz, final thoughts, please.
United States, you're not a teenager anymore. You keep talking about how you're the biggest, the best, and that you're such great adults. Act like it, vote like it, talk like it, think like it. But start by improving your reading and comprehension skills. Because at this point, after what I saw this past Tuesday, my grace for you is gone. I'm going to start cutting verbal switches and getting you together. We're going to make some changes, whether you like it or not, because I'm sick and I'm tired. And they will not increase my Prozac, so y'all going to have to get it together.
Okay. Okay. Angry, the angriest IT nerd. Final thoughts, sir.
Well, originally I didn't have anything, but now, first of all, thank you, Taz. Thank you, Taz. I know now I'm not the only one. Thank you for agreeing with me that Hobbs and Shaw is a horrible movie. So, Thomas, suck it.
Yeah.
Thomas,
all right.
suck it. Chaos, suck it. Because you know why? We're right.
We are right.
Okay.
So
got it. You're right.
That's my final thought. Taz is right and I am right. We are right.
Because he had me watch a movie about a murderous painting. He had me watch a movie that's called Mickey Mouse that didn't have no Mickey Mouse in there. I think Mickey Mouse was the murderer. And then there was another. I don't know what happened. I did not understand the other, like, at all. Everything in that movie went over my head, but I'm pretty sure it was a bad movie. I'm pretty sure, even though I didn't really understand it.
Watch Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein on Netflix.
First of all, I don't know if I can still trust you with movies.
If that shit does not win some goddamn Oscars,
See,
I'm really fucking mad.
Thomas is like half and half with his movie. It's like
kiss my ass.
Thomas like hit and miss with his movie taste.
Shit.
It's like 50-50.
Hey, let me tell you something.
It's hard. It's hard to determine when Thomas recommends a movie, is it good or is it bad? It's hard to determine.
Guillermo del Toro,
because he'll tell me something, and it'll sound so great, and then I'll sit down and look at it like, you hate me, don't you?
And it's like hot garbage.
I'm telling you, it's Guillermo del Toro, Academy Award-winning director, a passion project of his for 20 years, and it's a fucking spectacle. I love every fucking second of. I'm gonna go watch that motherfucker tomorrow after the sound of call. But
You know
Time
what?
for my.
I'm gonna watch it. If it is a bad movie, I'm saying
It
this
ain't
on the
bad.
air. If it is a bad movie, okay, you're going to owe me a case of Mountain Dew.
I got you. I got you.
That's it.
Because what did we learn tonight? No matter how many times I ask, they will not increase my Prozac.
No, they ain't gonna. The Prozac ain't happening. All right. And now for my final thoughts. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a camera. You can see me on the
dear
screen. You can hear me on a microphone. All right. You can hear and see me. Okay. I started my TikTok career November 4th, 2020. I had absolutely no expectations whatsoever that it was going to get as big as it did. I didn't. I had no idea. From that for all of this, us four on this show, the cameras, the lights, all of it. But I did not chase the shit. It simply happened. I say all that to say this. In Zion, Illinois, a 58-year-old man is dead. He is dead because a woman backed up over him. The reason she backed up over him is because she was live streaming on TikTok. She was live streaming on TikTok. Her name is Tea Time. I guess that's her name, Tea Time. She does the messy side of TikTok. There's a bunch of
Not
sides of
our
TikTok.
tea time.
Not our Tea Time. Not our Tea Time. Christina had nothing to do with this, so don't even try to blame.
Tristina
Tea-time-
or Teresa had nothing to do with this.
None of
Our tea times had nothing to do with this
Nothing.
because there's a lot of confusion going right now. It is neither one of those two ladies.
Yep. So she was live streaming with her grandkids in the backseat of her car. She hit somebody. The next day, I think it was, she was on live stream putting out her cash app. I say that, I tell you that story and what my journey was to say this. It's not worth it. When I do the Sound of Coffee, when I do Superplex Party, when I do Rouse High Exalted, when I do the Villain's View, I'm sitting my ass in this chair with a microphone in front of me and camera. Okay? I got Zoom, I've got Streamlabs, or I can just go straight to TikTok. I didn't chase any of this. I did not chase 1 million followers. I ain't chasing none of that shit because it really never really, I love the followers, but it was not my fucking intention to do so. What a lot of people seem to believe is that if you pick up a camera and do some stupid shit, you'll become famous. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't. Okay? There is a lot of hard work behind this show. It may not look like it because we all get along. There's a lot of fucking hard work behind this show. There's guests. Jess, who is out, and condolences to Jess and her family because she did lose her uncle. Jess is our showrunner. She books the host, or Taz, or myself, or Angry, or Gambit. We will book a host, a guest. We come on, we have a show, right? And after that, we go on into the next one, or what we're gonna talk about next week. Sometimes it's spur of the moment. Sometimes it's thought out. But there's a lot of work behind this shit, okay? When I do the Sound of Coffee, I got to make sure all of this shit's working, okay? And I don't do it just for notoriety or coins or whatever. It's a morning show on a radio station that I co-own, which, again, it all takes work. You cannot become famous on social media overnight. And the other thing you got to remember is you cannot become famous on social media at the detriment of your fucking life or the life of somebody else. Darren Lucas should still be here. He was 58 years old. He was he worked at got where they said he had worked, but he was saying hello to people. That was the kind of person that he was, right? Meanwhile, Tea Time is literally hosting lives while she's driving. Something that even TikTok tells you not to do. I have never done a show while I was driving. Have I made videos while I was driving? Yes. And I probably fucking shouldn't have done that either. But by the time, I literally have put my shit up on my damn thing, press, drive, press off, and I go on about my fucking business. It's not worth it. Darren Lucas should still be here. He should still be alive. But he's not. And rather than this woman showing an ounce, a fucking ounce of any sort of sympathy or empathy or condolences or anything, she's back on live, the thing that got him killed in the fucking first place, telling people her Cash App is in her bio. Now, she's supposedly a singer or some other shit. I know what she's about to be, a prisoner. She's about to be a fucking prisoner. Before there was a TikTok, Facebook lives were getting people killed. There was the infamous live where a black man, had broke up with a black woman, so he killed her. Then he went around shooting different people. And he was live streaming the whole fucking thing. There's I don't know how many stories of some shit started on Instagram and it ended up with somebody in the fucking morgue and another person either in the hospital or in jail. This shit is not all it's cracked up to be. There is a lot of work, a lot of dedication that goes behind it. Yeah, a lot of us make it look easy. Gambit is funny as fuck. He's funny. He's funny when the camera's on. He's funny when the camera's off. Taz is on her shit, whether it's about history, news, or what have you. Angry is the smooth taste. Angry will be on a show, and it'll just make it look like it. Oh my God, this is a natural. And there's me. But there's work behind all of it. And safety is one of those things that you're supposed to take fucking seriously before you turn the fucking camera on. Darren Lucas lost his fucking life because somebody was chasing fame. And this woman didn't even have, let's say she didn't hit Darren Lucas. She didn't even have any fucking thinking about her children or grandchildren in the back seat. In the back seat. So before you get ready to try to make your life about making content and becoming famous, remember what the fuck it was that got you in that shit in the first place. I never forget who I am. Angry doesn't forget. Gambit doesn't forget. Taz doesn't forget. We don't forget who we are when the camera comes on. So that means I want to do a show. I want the show to be great. Then I want to turn this off and go in the house to my wife and my daughter. I don't want to end up in jail because I'm chasing something that could best be done if I was really myself and not having to be online all the fucking time. To the family of Darren Lucas, you have my sincere condolences. To anybody who loved Darren Lucas, you have my sincere condolences. And put the fucking camera down. Stop trying to be famous at any cost. She was on a live stream while driving, and a man is dead. That is the saddest fucking thing I've heard this week. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of this glorious show. As always, I'd like to thank the A-team of the A-teams of the A-teams, which is my co-hosts. I love you guys. You guys are still the best. Don't ever say otherwise. To all of you watching, thank you for watching. We greatly appreciate it. We greatly appreciate the comments and everything like that. Just remember, you guys are all villains. Just claim it, please. And thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for watching. And we will see you all in 7 whole days. Coming up, Conversations with T. Nathan on these Ghost Claw Productions radio airwaves. The villains are out. Good night, everybody.